Not the 24/7 news cycle, the 60/24 news cycle. Because 24/7 implies there's a news story every hour. No. We're getting into the age where it's a news story every minute. And that is where we're heading with this 60/24 digital social media news cycle. It's not the 24/7 news cycle anymore. Literally, you could be scrolling infinitely through X or TikTok or whatever the kids are on these days, and you could never stop, and you would have a new, incredible, oh my god, breaking Taylor Swift ketchup and mayonnaise story every single second to keep you occupied forever on the infinite scroll, never, ever actually following a story through to its conclusion. So, along these lines, there are many other stories I could have picked. Do you remember the balloon bombing that baffled believing buffoons that we covered on New World Next Week? I know you do, James, because I heard you talking about it on Morning Monarchy earlier this week as one of the stories of the year. You remember that story? Remember how everyone was, oh my god, losing their minds over this Chinese weather balloon or whatever, and they shot it down or something, and who cares? Whatever. Next story. Do you remember? Oh my god! They just admitted aliens in Congress. They're having these hearings. The disclosure is happening. People, what happened to that? I don't know. Whatever. We moved on. Yeah. Okay. Aliens. They're admitting it in Congress. Whatever. Who cares? Oh, side note, actually, remember the Mexican aliens presented to Mexican Parliament? It turns out, if you follow hard-hitting news outlets like the Daily Star, mystery Mexican aliens are definitely not human and have 30% DNA of unknown species. So, if you're interested in that story, you could keep following that down that rabbit hole. But who has time for that? Move on to the next story. What else have we got? Of course, this isn't just about those balloon bombings and Titanic submersibles and aliens in parliaments. It's about the hard-hitting news stories, too. Remember COVID? No one got time for COVID no more. You all got your Ukrainian flags in 2022, right? You're waving those pretty hard. Oh, no. Remember Ukraine? Well, the WAPO doesn't. Washington Post removes war in Ukraine from its masthead. It's no longer there. And people on X are complaining, the people with the little Ukrainian flag in their profiles are complaining, we still care about this, Washington Post, even if you don't. So yeah, it happens there, but it also happens in alt media, too. Remember East Palestine? Of course you don't. What? It was the biggest story in the world. Everyone needs to be talking about this story 24/7 all the time. This is the biggest thing that's ever... Oh, wait, Lahaina. Well, no, everyone needs to be talking about Lahaina all the time. Nothing. I can't... James, you are such a shill. You're not covering this 24/7 all the time. Oh, wait, what's the next story? Who cares? Whoever wants to follow up and actually follow anything through to completion? Why do you keep talking about WHO treaty stuff, James? Come on, get to the breaking news of this second. So that's the story of 2023. And unfortunately, I think it's only going to get worse. We're at the 60/24 stage of the news cycle right now. I think we're going to eventually get to the 60/60 because it'll be literally a new story every second. As we become the digital goldfish with the attention spans actually less than goldfish at this point. It's not a happy story, but this is where my head's at right now.
It was ketchup and seemingly ranch.
Oh, sorry. Sorry to all the Swifties out there. Don't attack.